Finally back. Yes, we are back with the Orioles series. It is time. It is time. It's spring training time. As we're here with the Orioles OOTP 22 series, and we're looking at the preseason predictions. They got us finishing 79 and 83, so the odds makers not really favoring us much this season. It is time. We are finally back with the OOTP 22 Orioles series, and they're predicting us to go 79 and 83. Not great, but we'll see the end of preseason predictions as well. So again, you look at our team. We made a lot of moves in the offseason. DL Hall, our number one guy. Yes, we got Shohei Ohtani, and let me look at his game strategy. Am I using him as a what's it called? As a two-way player? Use as a two-way player? Yes. Okay. So yeah, you see our guys: Daniel Ponce de Leon, Matthew Boyd, Keegan Aiken, Adonis Medina, and then closer David Robertson, Edwin, Trevor Rosenthal, Tanner Scott, Dean Kramer. And then just the norm for guys. Julian Mayweather, we're also trying to give another chance. Up at the bigs, Camilo Doval, 26 years old. He can very easily come up this season. He's one of our top guys. And then Adley Rutschman, Roberto Perez, Austin Hedges. So good defenders there behind Rutschman. Luke Voigt, we're hoping he can replace Kyle Schwarber's production. Brad Miller as a okay backup. Jerkson Profar we brought in, Christian Arroyo. We're giving another chance here to John Ho Lee. Austin Hayes, we brought in Victor Robles, really good defender. Can bring in solid offense and I think be a better replacement for Cedric Mullins. And then there's Jung Ho Lee. Or is it Jung Hoo Lee? I don't know. Grandson of the Wind. He really came hot at the end of last year. I'm hoping he can continue as he was the Rookie of the Year last season. And Miguel Sano, who we brought in last year, and in 148 games. Not the greatest OPS, which I don't like because he wasn't getting on base, but he did give us 40 home runs, which I do like. And then Brett Phillips as backup, Anthony Santander, solid backup. And then, of course, like I said already, we have Shohei Ohtani as a two-way player. So he can also be a backup in the outfield. As you see, his defensive ratings are here. He can play the outfield quite fine, at least the corner outfield, like right field, left field, he is good at. So we're going to sim the preseason, we're going to sim spring training and see what we are looking like at opening day. So I'll be back then. So we are here at opening day, and it was some tough cuts. So let's look at the roster we have lined up right now at opening day. And first, the cuts. Andrew Knapp, we did end up signing. He's fine. I think he could have some value, right? And I think that maybe he could be a trade piece. He only spent $600,000. I mean, yeah, he's a 60 overall player. Caden Griner, Roman Urias, Hunter Harvey, Zach Luther, Brett Phillips, Kevin Smith, Garrett Stallings. I really wanted to keep up Asono, but just didn't work out. And Brad Miller were the big ones that went down. Meanwhile, Camilo Doval, I want him up as soon as possible. He's currently in AA. Wogmuth, we'll hear a little bit about him a little later. And Josh Burrow, he's pretty much fully developed. I don't know what I'm going to do with him because he's not a good he's a good player, not a good defensive catcher, and you kind of need that in OOTP 22 to be successful. At least that's what I want on my team because it helps out the pitchers' ERAs a lot. Now let's look at the main roster, the guys that made it. DL Hall, he's going to be our number one pitcher. He's going to be starting today in this game against Tampa Bay. I really hope he can break out this year. He has all the tools to do it. Shohei Ohtani, number two. He's also backup hitter. Didn't develop in the game like he did in real life, which stinks, but he's still fine. Daniel Ponce de Leon, I think he's good. Keegan Aiken, I think he's fine. We have a lot of depth in the minors. I think we'll do really good this year. And Adonis Medina, definitely the number 5. You can take it or leave it there with him. In the pen, we have the lefty specialist, Tanner Scott. He's a beast. We have Akonori Nakamura. I was so focused on the last name. He's fine. Extreme ground ball pitcher. Zach Pop, I really like him. Extreme ground ball pitcher. Drew Kramer, he can start. He could take over for Medina. He is a fly ball pitcher, which I don't love. Brock Burke, a little bit of a surprise who made it. He can also be a starter on this team. Ty Adcock, he is a fine reliever. Trevor Rosenthal, we all know Trevor. He's good, in my opinion. I like him. Wow, I forgot how rough he was with the Nats in 2019. I wanted to just look at it there. Then it's set up. We have Edwin Diaz, who should probably be the closer because of how much of a monster he's been in this save. For us, he kind of stunk it up for the Mets in 2022 and 21. Man, he has so much potential in real life. He's just very, very inconsistent. Then the 38-year-old wonder, David Robertson, who has somehow gotten better since he's gone here and developed, probably because he has the high intelligence and the low greed. He's been really good in this save, say for 2023. Man, I cannot talk today. Then we look at the batters. Okay, wow, I am just really stinking up the joint today. So I'm just switching the stats up. Is this my personal view? Yes, it is. Okay. So at catcher, we have Adley Rutschman and Austin Hedges. I decided Hedges over, oh my God, what's his name? Roberto Perez. Because Perez, yes, he's a better defender. Yes, he's a captain. Yes, he's a leader, work ethic, high intelligence. He can't hit. Like, even in triple, he can't hit. Hedges really can't hit that much, but he can hit he can hit definitely more. And he's also a captain, leader, work ethic, and high intelligence. So works out. Miguel Sano, he's going to be the starting first baseman. Luke Voigt, who is our starting DH behind him. Adley Rutschman. Sano is going to hit 4th in the lineup. Then at second base, Taron Vavra with Christian Arroyo backing up 2nd and 3rd. And short. Gunnar Henderson going to start at 3rd base. At shortstop, we're going to give the chance back to Jung Ho Lee. Hopefully he can break out. He was awesome in AAA last year. I'm hoping he can be real good this year up in the bigs. Austin Hayes going to be in left with Santander backing up. Victor Robles in center with Hayes and Santander backing up. And Jung Ho Lee, not Jung Ho Lee, is going to be out in right field. Is this with us? No, it's not. Yeah, but he was the Rookie of the Year with us. And yeah, I mean, he was real good last year. Started off slow, picked it up late. And Anthony Santander and Shohei Ohtani backing him up. When, again, at DH, I said this earlier, Luke Voigt, he is going to hit 3rd with Shohei as the backup there. This is what our lineup's going to look like against righties with a DH. Now let's look at the preseason predictions. They have us winning 95 games. Love to see that. With 702 runs against, 853 runs, 406 ERA, 1,600 Ks, 562 walks, 239 home runs, 266 at batting average, 133 stolen bases. Top hitters, do we have anyone? Gunnar Henderson, they think will do real good. Same with Miguel Sano. And top pitchers, none. Lucas Giolito is supposed to be the best. And Vladdy Jr., who's a monster, supposed to be the best hitter. Whoa, Sandy. My dog is with a big bark there. How you doing, girl? Anyway, in the National League, they got the Braves winning the NL East, Cardinals Central, Padres in the West, with the best hitter supposed to be Juan Soto, then Cody Bellinger, best pitcher Walker Buehler, Blake Snell, Spencer Howard, way to be, baby, with the Phillies. How's he done in the bigs? He's been fine. He's been really good. Jeez. Looks like he's good when he can go more than 2 innings in a start. Whoa. Crazy. Top 100 list posted Caden Wallace, the top prospect in the bigs for the Marlins. And we have Wilmoth up there in the top 10. If we look at the rankings for farm systems, we are number 6, which is awesome. Wilmoth at 7th overall. Good. Oh my. Sandy, I let you out already. Bill Carrasco at number 13. So, I can't show you guys the highlights of the game because it doesn't allow me to go into settings and turn off the game volume, which sucks for YouTube quality, right? The volume, it does not go well with the game, right? With the YouTube video, so I can't. I am sorry. My fault. So what I'm going to do now is I'm probably going to sim up to maybe this Seattle series. Maybe I go to just a full month, and we'll see where we are after a month. I forgot to mention this. We're only like a week in. Jerkson Profar got injured with elbow inflammation. Date of injury 3/9. So yeah, he'll be out for another week. Then we'll send him on a little rehab assignment, and then he'll be back up. So that's why we have Arroyo here. I don't know what we're going to do after. We'll figure it out, though, when he's back. Here, May 3rd, 2024, and we are 16-9, so great start to the year. We just took 2 in a row from Toronto. And our first few losses were actually all in extra innings, except for this one right here to Toronto. We went on a 3-game losing skid, but before that we won 2 in a row, and then we won 2 in a row after. So we took the series and split the series. And we've done a pretty good job, aside from this series, just winning the series. We haven't had to sweep all of them, but we've won pretty much all of our series, as Shohei Ohtani has come out and been a monster. Pitching, which is awesome, through 30 innings, and through 36 innings, DL Hall has been really, really good. Now, I do want more from our bullpen. Dean Kramer has been very good. Nakamura, he's been fine. If I go to FIP, Tanner Scott, he's been great. DL Hall is actually FIPing better than Shohei, which is why I think Shohei is going to go down a bit. Camilo Duvall, Adonis Medina has definitely earned that 5th spot right now. Then we go over to the hitting side. Average, Austin Hayes leads there. Then Adley Rutschman. You see Jerkson Profar. He's here. Hasn't hit yet. He's had 1 game played and 1 game started. 4 at-bats, no hits. He did score once, though. So he did get on. On base percentage, you see number 2 there, Sano. It was a slow start for Adley, but he did pick it up pretty well. And then OPS, isolated power, ISO. I forgot why I have this here. I might get rid of ISO, to be honest. OPS, Austin Hayes, Miguel Sano, Luke Voigt, Gunnar Henderson. Hayes and Sano really hitting the ball well. I want Jung Hoo Lee to definitely be doing better. Jung Hoo Lee's around where I expected, maybe a bit better. Vavra, he's definitely exceeding expectations. And Robles, whatever we can get from him is a plus. Base running value, who's been the best base runner? Jung Hoo Lee, Victor Robles, Jung Hoo Lee. And zone rating, Austin Hayes has been good. Surprisingly, Gunnar Henderson's been very good. Adley's been a beast. But bad, Jung Hoo Lee, which is somewhat expected, somewhat not expected. I think he's a good defensive shortstop, so I don't know why he's really struggling like this, but he is. If we look at the rest of the league, the current standings, we are in first place by half a game. Detroit leads the Central, the West, the Rangers, Wild card, Boston and Minnesota. Meanwhile, in the NL, Washington leads the East with the Phillies 1.5 out. Way to be, boys. Central, the Cubs with the same record as us. And the best team in baseball right now, the LA Dodgers, and right behind them, the second best team, the Arizona D-backs. Them and the Padres are in the wild card. We are going to go up to probably the next major milestone, which will probably be the draft pool announcement or the international free agent signing, which will be in June. So I will come back then. I don't know when this video will end, probably when we get to the draft. But yeah, I'll see you guys at the next big announcement. And why did we skip over the international signing, the international free agent signing? Because the highest guy there had 40 potential. I know it's our scout's biggest weakness. He's only got 40 there. He's only got good there. Literally, the highest guy was 40 potential. So there was just no point of even showing it. So let's look at the stats, then we can go into the draft. And that'll probably do it for this episode. Maybe we go to the All-Star break. I don't know. Okay, leading our team with OPS, Austin Hayes, then Gunnar Henderson, then Jung-Hoo Lee, then Miguel Sano, Adley Rushman, Terran Vavra, who's done good, Santander, and Luke Voigt, who has done well when it comes to home runs. Him and Sano lead the team, then Hayes, and then Gunnar Henderson, who has had a solid rookie year. WRC plus, Hayes, Henderson, WAR, Hayes, Henderson, Vavra. Stolen bases, Vavra leads, and then Austin Hayes, Jung-Hoo Lee. Base running value, UBR. It is Jung-Hoo Lee, then Jung-Hoo Lee, then Luke Voigt. And zone rating goes to Austin Hayes, whereas Adley right there, 1.4, with the worst offender being Jung-Hoo Lee. Then in pitching, D.L. Hall, he's been good. Not as good as he has been. Shohei's still good. Our starting has just been really, really solid. Ty Adcock's been good here. And overall, we've had a solid pen. David Robertson's back. Edwin Diaz has just completely fallen off. Like, he is just not redeemable right now. He has just been so bad. But I don't think I can send him down. Way too many walks for Camilo Doval. I'm scared he's going to explode because of it. Look at his FIP compared to his ERA. His BABIP is probably low if I had to guess. Yeah, like a lucky low BABIP. So I'm kind of scared there. When it comes to the worst FIP, it goes to Edwin Diaz and Trevor Rosenthal. Best FIP, Tanner Scott, DL Hall. I really like that. 3.20 FIP. And, Tanner Scott's a beast. Returning from injury soon is going to be Grayson Rodriguez. I'm very happy. And I think I'm going to have I don't know if I'm going to have Austin Hedges or Roberto Perez stay as the backup up in the bigs for Adley. Now let's get into the first-year player draft, though, as they have us picking Tyler Sorrentino. Really good defensively in center field. And I like my defensive center fields. First overall pick was Colt Newman. He looks pretty good. And that reminds me, all players. So our pick, and the top guy there, they say is Justin Lehman. Then Cody Schreier. And wow, he looks good. Excellent example of hard work ethic. I kind of like this guy. He's already a 45 overall as well. How old is he? He's 21. Yeah, let's go with this guy. He only wants a slot. We'll draft him, and we'll be back, and I'll show you the next few picks that I make. Our next pick is going to be Justin Lehman, the bullpen guy. High intelligence, I like that. I think he can develop pretty fast. I do like him. There's also this guy, Samrath Singh. He is also interesting. I hope he falls. Actually, he only wants 180,000. We're gonna draft Samrath Singh because he can legitimately be up next year. And yes, Lehman falls to us, so then we will draft him and meet his demand right there. So now I'm gonna be back, and the guy they thought we were going to pick in the first round, Tyler Sorrentino, is still here. I wonder, who's my scout to say we should go with? Steve Belenga. I don't really like him. Yeah, so I'll be back when I find the guy that I want. Our next pick is going to be this starting pitcher, Mike Payne, not for his pitching, although it is good. He could be a two-way player, like legitimate two-way player. No, but for his hitting, man, he looks awesome. So much potential as a hitter. He could be an absolute beast. I mean, high adaptability, good character, not much to dislike. Scouting, 22-year-old, he's consistent, blah, 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 blah. I wish I had it for hitting, but yeah, definitely going on to the short list immediately. He wants $4.4 million, and I'm honestly cool with matching that. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep picking from here for a little bit. I mean, our next guy is this guy Dylan Adkins. He wants 1.3. Again, add him to the short list. Boom, meet the demand right there. More of them still here. I mean, you can just get so much talent. This guy was not going to be drafted. Now we're drafting him right here. And just, whew. A lot of stuff we can do here. This guy, Danny Brumstead, an actual hitter, is there. And then final guy from this category, players, we just took. So, great. So now we've hit the part of the draft where you're kind of just looking for one or two attributes that you can think can be really good for a player. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue. We're in round 9 here. I'll probably show you one more pick, and then I'll do the rest on my own. Our final pick is going to be Michael Molinax. He is very, very, very good defensively. And I said that'd be the last pick. It's not. Joe Barnhouse, awesome defensively. We're also going to pick him. Is there a good catcher? Yeah, we'll go with this guy too. Charlie Psalm. Okay, that'll be the last one that I show on camera. DJ from the future. Now, I had already done the draft and gone over the numbers for all the guys. We didn't actually talk about the team's record. We are 53-33 right now. First in the American League East Division. And I mean, we've just been smashing it recently. Now, the start of July hasn't been incredible. But you see, we just went through June in just such a way, putting up just massive runs. 9-4, 7-5, 9, 8, 7, 8, 8, 6, 5, 10. Right, even in a loss, 8-7. Now, I like more of these games, the 5-3, 7-3, 5-2, right, 7-0. But wins like this are not sustainable. So our pitching needs to get a little bit better. We are giving up way too many runs in May, similar kind of thing. When we're losing 11-2, 4-3, which isn't awful, but 8-6. When you score 6, you should win. 5-2, 6-5, 7-6. That's a game you should win, right? 6-5, a game you should win when you put up 5 runs, but we're not doing that. So our pitching really needs to improve, and if it doesn't, then I think our team could really fall apart in the playoffs. As you can see, runs scored 4th in batting average, 3rd on base percentage, OPS 2nd, 3rd, 2nd in WOBA, tied for 4th in home runs, all that. So we're near the top. Now, we are 4th in starters ERA, but our bullpen ERA has been horrendous. Defensive efficiency, 3rd, but 9th in zone rating, 8th in errors. So we've been mediocre. We've actually gotten a lot of strikeouts, but it's that bullpen ERA that has just been killing us. So when it comes to the deadline, which is coming up pretty soon, I think that's something that we have to look for is some bullpen help for sure.